my presentation on Sligo Rovers Football Club. So, I'm a huge Sligo Rovers fan and have been for the last 10 years. And my grandfather was originally from Sligo and was a very keen supporter. So, I actually started following Sligo in 2012 when my grandfather passed away, and it was a way of my honouring him. So, that's why, as well as that, is why I follow the Irish League. It's because it's our own domestic league, and I really think it's important that for us to follow the Irish League rather than the Premier League. So history of the club. Sligo Rovers were founded in 1928, and they played their first game against Ballyshagan, a team from County Donegal, um, in the Connacht Cup in 1928, and they won 9-1 on the day. Um, the club were elected to the League of Ireland in 1934, and they played their home match at the showgrounds and have done ever since. So the club has won a few major trophies over the years since their existence. Uh, two first league division titles, two League of Ireland cups, one Stanley Cup, three Premier League division titles, and five FAI Cups. The showgrounds, so the club played the showgrounds, as I mentioned, since they were founded. Um, so the stadium holds up to 3,873 seats. Uh, the stadium has three stands. Tracy Avenue stand, which is the main stand where the player entrance is. That holds up to 1,687. The railway end, which is behind the railway tracks at the showgrounds, that holds 1,323 seats, and Jinx Avenue stand, which holds 867, and it also allocates away fans, and also that allocates the Sligo Rovers ultra fans. So the same is getting redeveloped. All going well. This was announced in 2000 and November 2022. The plans is to bring the showgrounds stadium up to 6,000 seats, and this will meet the minimum requirement of UEFA Category 3 stadium, and construction on the ground is to start early 2023. So Sligo Rovers have qualified for many European games. The first was in 1977 against Yugoslavian club Red Star Belgrade. Now, obviously, they play now in Serbian. Uh, they've also played in the UEFA Europa Cup and Conference Cup, and their best performance in Europe was this year against in the UEFA Conference League, reaching the third round, only to go out by Norwegian club Viking after being Welsh side Ballatown and Scottish Premier League side Motherwell. So very well known players at Sligo. Dixie Dean, Everton's all-time top goal scorer. Uh, Seamus Coleman, uh, now obviously still playing football, who plays for Everton and captain for the Republic of Ireland. Joe Spendo, a Cameroon international who took part in the 1998 World Cup in France for Cameroon. And then Johnny Armstrong, Sligo's all-time top goal scorer. So there's Johnny Armstrong. He played for he scored over 140 goals for Sligo from and made over 380 appearances from 1952 to 64. The great Dixie Dean, who is Everton's all-time top goal scorer, signed for Sligo in 1938 when he was at Notts County Football Club at the time. There was a huge number of crowd that were turned out to greet him at Sligo Railway Station. He scored in his debut game against Shelburne at the Showgrounds. He only went on to score 9 more goals in his 7 league appearances at the club, including 5 in a single game against Waterford United. He also scored in the FAI Cup final that year in a 1-1 draw against Shelburne, but the replay lost 1-0. Another interesting fact, Dean's run-up medal was stolen after the game, but he did, however, have it returned to him 7 years later when he was back in England. Seamus Coleman started his professional career at Sligo um, before he went on to sign for Everton in 2009, and also just another thing we throw in, Sligo Rovers and Everton Football share a partnership. Joseph Endall is one of the top well-known players that has embraced the Irish League. Uh, he played for his home country Cameroon from 1938 to 2002 and was part of the Cameroon team that appeared in 1998 World Cup in France. Um, he played for various clubs in Dublin, St. Pat's, Shamrock Rovers, and Bohemians. He went on to his longest stay for a club with Sligo from 2010 to 2014, which was a huge plus for Sligo having on team as he encouraged that he was going to win the league with Sligo and he built the club much confidence. So Sligo won the league title in 2012, just 2 years when Joseph Swindell was playing for us. Endo played over 109 games for Sligo and was one of the greatest players to ever step foot in the club since Dixie Dean. Supporters. The club nicknames is the Bitter Reds. Um, the club mascot is Benny the Bull. The club ultras are called Feroza, which is Italian word for force. The club is supporter owned. The club has supporters clubs around Ireland, and the club is currently average gets around 2,000 fans, depending who's playing. The club main rivals will be Galway United. It's also to known to people in the League One, the Connacht Derby, but also um, the other rivals as well will be either Finn Harps or and Derry City, and the club's supporters owned by fans. So why for like to finish off, why do I think it's important for other people to follow the Irish League? As I mentioned, it generates money for clubs and brings benefit to the Irish economy. It can help more attendance and improvement, brings passion to clubs, brings people all around the world. Because I don't know, that's what I was gonna say. Improves quality to the league, improves facilities available for clubs. It's something that, always go to with family and friends. The atmosphere on a match day, it's just brilliant as well, and it's an honour um, and important to follow the Irish League as well as follow the English League. And lastly, it's Irish. It's our own domestic league.